Good evening. Alright, this one might be a long one. This one is all 3 Lord of the Rings movies. I got the time to do it, and I got the Wi-Fi, and I can upload it, and it'll be quick. This one might be more than 5 minutes, I don't know. And I had to delete the other ones because I was so confused. I didn't know where I left off and whatnot. So, that being said, we are gonna talk about it while I do what I have to do with my other part of my YouTube channel. Doing stuff, facts and stuff about certain things that you guys will see. You guys probably know most of these facts out there. Some of you don't, and blah, blah, blah. That being said, if you're new here, hi, I'm R.I.F.T. I make videos of movies, I do short videos, I do happy color videos, all that sorts. In the last few months, I've been getting more views. Thank you for all that. And I go to new movies, old movies, TV shows, whatnot. And this one is going to be about Lord of the Rings. If you've not seen them, you don't know what to tell you. You are missing out. So, I'm going to give you exact time they all came out. So, the OG Lord of the Rings movie, I want to give you exact year they came out. The OG, the first one, came out in 2001. The Two Tower one came out a year later, which, how they did that, I have no idea. Like, straight. Same thing with, and the Return of the King came out 2003, and the Two Towers came out 2002. So really back to back to back. They speed these out, and damn good. They're all out of 10 stars. Everyone's rating them 8 and 9 stars out of 10. My preference, they're about a 9.5, 9.5 out of 10 stars. I don't care who you are. I grew up with these 3 movies. And then the ones I will talk about after I see them again, probably a couple weeks. The Hobbit, Unexpected Journey, The Hobbit, Destination Smog, and The Battle of the Five Armies. These were in 2012, 2013, 2014. So, Peter Jackson literally back to back to back with all 6 movies. And all 6 movies did a wonderful job. But tonight, we're only going to talk about the OG ones. So, that being said, I'm kind of cheating on here. I went online and I'm trying to give you exact who all in here, because so I don't mislead you. And I'm using the IMDb to give you all the cast and everything. So you have Elijah Wood as Frodo, Orlando Bloom as Legolas, Alan Iron with the voice of the Ring. You had Ian McKellen as Gandalf, Sean Bennett as Boromir, Sailor Becker as Saruman, Sean Astin as Sam, Billy Boyd as Pippin, Martin Kesselks, how he says his name, as Sauron, or whoever that is. Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn, Ian Holm as Bilbo, Christopher Lee as Saruman, and then you have you had a few other people. They don't say the Mary on here, but the gist of it is, and shout out to Ian McKellen. He played a lot of movies leading up to it. That being said, the original OG was Bilbo had a ring. He used it to get away from his birthday, around a 100-year-old birthday. He put it on to step away, left the ring. He left the ring for Frodo. But Gandalf the Grey found it. Frodo came back, gave Frodo. Samwise was spying, comes in, and Samwise had to protect Frodo, kind of like, but Samwise was his gardener, so it was kind of like bodyguard for this whole mission, what do you want to call it. So they're going through these weirds while Gandalf goes and talks to his buddy that thought he was his buddy, but nope. So when he finds out, then Sam and Frodo meet up with Merry and Pippin outside of the Shire, and Sam says, "This is the first." So then they find out, and then they find these 9 riders, the 9 kings, or whatever, for Sauron or the ring, and they are trying to find the ring and everything. So they follow. I think okay. So they follow him and everything to make it to where they were. Then they meet up with Aragorn in this tavern, and Aragorn's gonna help him out and everything else. Then while they're doing that, the nine kings go in a different room. They thought they killed the hobbits. They didn't. So while they're going and everything else, going through the woods, trying to figure out where they have to go, because they have to go to Rivendell to get answers. So while doing this, they come up to a tower or whatever, and Merry, Pippin, or Sam, whatever, started a fire where these 9 kings found out. While that happened, Frodo gets stabbed, and he, with this ring while he's invisible, or whatever you want to call it, and he's hurting really bad. So they're trying to race. We meet up with the Rivendell elf. I can't even think of the freaking name of the actress that plays it. Give me a second. I'll give the right name, because I don't want to. I know I probably could. Oh yeah, no, but I want to give the right name. Oh no, there's Mary. Liv Tyler as Arwen. That's who it is, I believe. Gets Frodo, takes her to Rivendell, and Rivendell elves do their magic and get him better, and they all show up here. Now you have multiple races. You have Gandalf the Grey, the Hobbits, Aragorn, Boromir, elves, the dwarves. You got a bunch of people there trying to figure out what to do with this ring. Gimli tries to break it. That don't work. They try to figure it out. Then they come out to Gandalf the Grey, Merry, Pippin, Sam, Frodo, Aragorn, Legolas, Boromir. 8 people. Oh, and Gimli, so 9 people. Fellowship of the Ring, that's how that is. So they go through their own little adventure after Rivendell, and they go through Tetris's mountains and woods and all that, and areas, and they almost get spotted by crows or ravens scouts from the towers. They hide. Then they have to go through the mountain. Well, it's winter. Then they go through the Mines of Moria, and it comes a tomb. One of the Merry, Pippin idiots go to grab something, and then all the orcs and everything come by. So they have to race out of there and go across this bridge down through the mountains and get out. While they're at this bridge, Gandalf the Grey and this big ass fire demon fight. Gandalf the Grey falls, and you think, oh, he's dead. And these are the ones I watch the extended version. So if you want to go watch them, they're on Hulu and on HBO, I think. And then that's the case. He died. They all think he dies. Then they get out of there before hobbits are crying. Aragorn, we gotta go. Blah blah blah. Then they all get on the ship. They all get on boats. They walk for a while, and they find a river. They go down the river, and they get to this woods where one of the towers have the orcs or whatever, or Uokai or whatever how you say it, coming after them. And Legolas and Aragorn and Boromir all notice what's going on. So they stop at this one spot, and at that time, they go find firewood, and they get attacked. Spoiler, Boromir dies. The Urukai takes Merry and Pippin because they think they have the ring. They put Boromir in the boat and ship him off. Sam and Frodo go across and go on their own adventure. So you have Gimli, Legolas, and Aragorn going after Merry and Pippin. And that's kind of where it ends in this first one. Second one, the Two Towers. They're Legolas and Aragorn and Gimli are all chasing after to get Merry and Pippin, while Urukai, or Orcs, I'm going to call them Orcs, just like we usually call them, but chasing, trying to go get them. And I know this is a long video, like I said, it's going to be more than 5 minutes. Probably could be more than 20. My longest video yet today. While they're going after them, eventually you pin back and forth to them, to Merry and Pippin, and there's a point where they stop in the woods to rest because all of them are tired and they're hungry, so they make fire, and the other little orcs, whatever, are getting pissed off, and the bigger ones need some back on the menu, so they fight. But while that happens, the Rohan horses come kill them. Then the pan off to the next scene is where Legolas the rise over blood sun, which means blood is spilled. So they think Merry and Pippin did it. So they go in and they run into the horses, the Rohan horses, and they explain what happened. And these guys are like, well, we didn't leave anyone behind, blah, blah, blah. They give them 3 horses, let them go. No, all these horsemen leave. So they get up to where they show them at, because they show where the fire is at. And they go through the motions of Merry and Pippin. And they come to realize that they're not dead, so they follow through the woods and everything. And then they meet Gandalf the Grey, but now he's Gandalf the White. And everything else, and they thought they were dead. And Gandalf goes through his little speech, how he survived, blah, 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 and whatnot. And at this time, Sam and Frodo are on their own little venture, and they almost get caught at the Black Gate because of Smeagol, somewhere around there. Oh, that's in the third one, somewhere. But then, but then Merry and Pippin get caught with the tree folk, and they convince them to go after the towers. So they pretty much destroy the tower. Legolas, Gandalf, Gimli, and Aragorn go to the Rohan, get the king back to his feet. The steward leaves, goes there, and that's where the tree folk destroy the tower. So then at this point, they all have to go to Helm's Deep because they think that's going to be a safe spot, where they find all these people coming and running, and they get to on their way to Helm's Deep. Aragorn, they think Aragorn's dead. He goes off a cliff, eventually gets to Helm's Deep, and they realize Urukai coming, and then they have elves come to help them out. They almost lose Helm's Deep, but then you have Gandalf the White come with all the Rohan horsemen running around, and then they win somehow. Don't know how, but they win. Well, I do know how, because you got over 200 horsemen and blah, blah, blah. So they win. And that's where, that kind of, after that, they go back. That's kind of where they ends, kind of a little bit after that. And when they leave, then the third one is where Merry and Pippin are at the tower, smoking, eating, smoking, blah, blah, blah. And then I should be in bed, but I took like 2 naps today. Sure. But then they oh, this is where the Kelsey brothers came from. And then this is Return of the King. I think it's Mary. Or one of the Mary Pippin pick up the orb. I think the ring, they have the ring. So when they get back to Rohan and they get all situated, those went off the way in there. I don't know, I can't keep them straight anymore. Have to go to Gondor and do all that. While they're over there, Gondor has this big battle, and they kind of lose him. That sounds good. Hold on. Hopefully he didn't eat them all. And then while they're doing that, they have this big fight, and they let the tower, the Rohan, come and go try to help them out. That's shocking. While they're still going on, I know I missed a lot of parts in those movies and whatnot, so if I am super sorry. So 11:30, I'm tired. I'm kind of. And whatnot. So, they get that helpful Rohan, they all leave. While the women stay back, all men leave. Go do what you have to go do. Get more people. At this point, the dude from Rivendell, the elf guy, I can't think of his name, makes a sword again for Aragorn. He meets him there, and before they ride out, Aragorn goes to some Gimli, join them. Under the hill and get the Ghost King. They get their help and whatnot, and then they go to Gondor, pretty much fight. When the ring goes bye-bye, but at the time, but when they win the big fight, Aragorn becomes king. Gondor. Well, Sam and Frodo are still trying to get rid of the ring. So they devise a version to go to the gate and everything else, so the eye doesn't see Frodo and Sam. At this point, towards the end, Frodo pretty much gets rid of the ring, but his fingers get bit off by Smeagol. And at the very, very end, Aragorn, they all have this big thing, and they bow over. They say they bow to no one. So they bow to the 4 hobbits. They come back, and they go back to Rivendell for Bilbo. They all leave. Happy ever, pretty much. If I miss anything, I'm sorry. That's my take on Lord of the Rings movies. I know I could probably cheat and tell you each plot I'm going through. Every damn movie. Every bullet point, I'm not going to. But I will say this. Look out for The Hobbit. My take on the Hobbit movies and my take on the Harry Potter movies. I've seen the Harry Potter movies so many times I can probably tell you what's what. So, be on the look for those. Alright, you have a good one.